Chris Broussard, welcome, Chris.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
There.
Good morning.
I was at
you
the
were
game.
at the game.
Yes.
What did you see from Lonzo?
Well, obviously not much. Let's start by saying let's stop the Magic Johnson comparisons. Stop the Magic Johnson comparisons. But for those that want to, seriously, those that want to write him off, look, John Stockton did not even start for his first year and a half. Gary Payton averaged 8 points and 6 assists his first 2 seasons, and he averaged less than 5 assists his third season.
Right.
So guys develop at different paces, and those two spent much more time in college, obviously, than Lonzo Ball did. Secondly, for all the good that his dad's mouth has brought him, and he may have even talked him into being the second pick, I mean, with the hype he created.
Yeah.
Not that Lonzo wasn't a great player.
Magic fell in love.
He may have gotten drafted, but LeVar did create such a firestorm of hype that it was hard for the Lakers not to take him. I'm not saying they would not have. I'm not saying that. But he also, the negative is that dudes are going at him. And with that being the case, you probably couldn't have gotten a worse opponent for a debut than Patrick Beverley.
Worst case scenario.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, somebody else might have put 30 on him.
Maybe.
But
not lock him up.
No,
like
they
that.
wouldn't have been at him defense. They probably wouldn't have picked him like Beverley did, pushed him around.
Yep.
And Beverley told him after the game, he said, because of your dad, guys are going to come at you. And then tonight, of course, is it tonight they play Phoenix?
No.
Or tomorrow? Their next game, I believe, is Phoenix. So Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a different story. That's you got.
well, he's a good defensive player
but
too,
he
though.
is. No, he
yeah,
is.
not Beverley, but he's strong and good defensively. All that said, here's some of my observations. Well, first, I talked to a scout this morning.
Tonight?
Tonight,
Yeah.
It's tonight. I talked to a scout this morning, and I'm getting tired of hearing this from guys, and you guys have heard it too. But this is, I don't know how many people have said he's out of shape. Like this scout who was at the game last night said he's out of shape.
Lonzo.
How many times? Yes.
Well, he
we
missed
keep
the last
hearing that.
4 preseason games.
But we've heard that time, you know what I mean? Like
His
the
first
workout with the Lakers, we hear it time and time again. So that's one thing. 2, he does have to get stronger, and he will. He's, what, 19 years old? But I think that hurts him as far as finishing at the rim. You know, he didn't finish well at the rim yesterday. 3, they didn't get out in transition, and that's where he's at his best. Passing ahead, getting the ball up court. They couldn't run yesterday, so that hurt him. In the half court, because again, he doesn't finish great at the rim yet, he doesn't have tremendous blow-by speed. Like, he can get by you, but he's not like a Dennis. You know, he's not just going to blow by guys. And the fact that he can't do that, nor is he a threat in the mid-range because of his shooting style, that limits him. So we know for the most part, he's either got to finish with a layup or shoot a 3. And when you know he's got to shoot a 3 and he's not an all-world athlete, you can get up on him and crowd him. So that was something Beverley was able to do. I see that being something he's going to have to overcome. And the Lakers' lack of three-point shooting hurts him too. Like, Brook Lopez is like their biggest three-point threat. And like, not even being funny.
Jordan Clarkson can shoot a little
He's a very good offensive player, but, you know, not a knockdown shooter. And so that hurts him. They only hit 4 threes. All that said, I'm not, you know, I still think he's going to be a very good player. Yeah, I'm certainly not throwing him out at this point. But he's going to have things he's going to have to work on, and he's got to be ready for these guys coming at him.
Go ahead, Skip. Yeah.
All right. 19 years of age. It was a big deal that he missed the last 4 preseason games with an ankle injury. And I told this man, Shannon Sharpe, earlier in the show, if LeBron gets this excuse, you got to give the kid some excuse that LeBron wasn't in peak shape.
But he did have
night.
29,
He did have 29, and he played 41 minutes with a 30-minute restriction, and he looked in shape to me. I'm with you. Lonzo did not look in game shape to me last night. But I think Patrick Beverley is simply the best point guard defender in basketball. And the chip on his shoulder was never bigger than it was going into this game because obviously Patrick did not get drafted. He wasn't big baller brand. He had to go to Greece and go to Russia and then just fight his way up from the bottom to where he is now. And God bless him. I'm proud of him. and I know him, I like him. I like what he's made of. He's a good guy, and he said nice things about Lonzo after the game. He told Lonzo, as you point out, this is because of your dad. Everybody's going to be coming at you, and nobody any more than this guy did, Patrick, last night. But he said after the game, make no mistake, he's a great talent with a good feel for the game. So given the magnitude, given the hype, given the Magic-Lonzo opening night, which became nightmare, I didn't think he played all that badly, because it wasn't like he turned it over 10 times. He turned it over twice. He did have 8 rebounds, excuse me, in the first half, which is, he can rebound the basketball. Yeah. And there were at least 5 times early in the game, this is the guy who really disappointed me, that Brandon Ingram did not cash assists that could have been cashed from Lonzo Ball. Brandon Ingram, we had Magic on the show, Magic Johnson, the other day, and one of the big points was, number 1, beware of Patrick Beverley on opening night, but number 2, I've been telling Brandon, you have to go up stronger than you did last year. You can't shy from contact. Well, you want to talk about playing soft last night? Because sometimes you think the Clippers play soft, and he made the Clippers look like the bad boy Pistons, right? Just going up soft and tentatively. They were all tentative. Everybody was tight from the start. But then Brook Lopez and Andrew Bogut, I thought they could protect the rim a little bit. They got annihilated by Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. Like, DeAndre gets 24 rebounds. I know he's capable of doing that. But Blake Griffin just terrorized both of them in the paint. And Bogut looked like, and I know he's coming off the injury, he broke his leg at Cleveland last year. But I was more disappointed in the Lakers as a team than I was in Lonzo.
I get you. I mean, Ingram was the biggest disappointment. And he's becoming kind of a disappointment. Again, it's early.
Well, if he can't take it up a level this year, then they're in trouble.
There are real questions. I've heard a lot of people say there are real questions about just his personality. He's such a nice guy. And he doesn't have that dog in him that a lot of people feel like you don't have to be a complete dog, but you have to have some inkling.
Well, he need to be a priest or something. I'm trying to win games. I ain't all this niceness bull jive. I'm trying to win games. So I need you to give me something, because this right here ain't going to cut it. 3 or 15 ain't going to cut it. I don't want Brook Lopez shooting 5 threes a game at 7 feet tall. I get it. He can make those shots. I want him around the rim. I want him posting more. He needs to be 20 and 10. And he doesn't need to take 19 shots to try and get it. And I told Skip this. Skip thinks they're going to make the playoffs. I don't see it.
You still think that's it?
Oh, so I'm going to back off after one game?
You were out on a limb.
Let's be prisoners of the opening nightmare moment. I'm not going to do it.
We were giving you an out. That's all.
I'm not. I don't need an out.
Because you were out on a limb.
He needs an out off the San Francisco Cowboys pick. That's what he needs an out on. By the way, real quick, I'm going to give you one more chance on that. I'll give you 6.
8.5.
You picked it 24 to 23.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 6 points.
I need Skip. You picked it 34-21.
Yeah, I got confidence in my team.
I just want 4.5 less.
I'm giving you 6. It's what Vegas says. It's a 6-point game. I'm giving it to you for 3 cases of due. You name the cases.
I tell you what. Give me.
Have guts. Have courage.
Give me 7.5.
Come on. Do something that Brandon Ingram couldn't do last night. Have some courage.
I ain't got no dog in me today. I ain't got no dog in me today.
No dog.
I'll give you, Ingram was more of a disappointment than Ball.
He was.
Because he's second year and he's supposed to be a star. But you can't say the rest of the Lakers were more disappointing than Lonzo.
Well,
Lonzo
I'll tell you what was impressive to me was I was down on the Clippers. I told you yesterday. They looked really good. Now, maybe the Lakers made them look good, but bottom line on this young man, this is the guy I'm betting on, because Magic's betting on him, and I'm betting on Magic and Lonzo. And I'm going to remind you, you can say it was Summer League, but what happened on opening night in Summer League, he was terrible. He shot 1 for 11 from 3, and everybody says, you can't shoot it with that funky motion. And he bounces right back, and he wins MVP of the Summer League.
If you don't mind me asking, of those guys that played in Summer League, how many of them on NBA teams now?
They were watching just like us last night.
They were watching,
and
they want their shot, and they're going to take their pound of flesh. This kid will figure it out on the fly. He's always figured it out.
I think Chris and I believe he'll be a good player. We just don't see transcendent like you see.
I do.
But you had LASIK surgery, so you can see stuff that we can't.
I think he could be special. I definitely think he can be special. I don't think he's Magic. But if I've said Jason Kidd. I mean, like you said, that's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So I think he can be special. But Lonzo's going to need teammates to score, too. Because he's not going to be a huge scorer
no.
ever. I mean, he might at some point average 17 or 18, 19, but he's not going to be a huge scorer like most of these point guards today.
Well,
so he's going to need his teammates, to help him out, and he got no help last night. But he's got a lot of things he's got to work on too. And this may take a while for him to develop.
And just remember this. There was a key point in this game. Remember, they rallied back, and they were down 2 when Luke Walton pulled out Lonzo and sat him for the next 6 minutes. When Lonzo came back in the game, it had ballooned to 10, and it was starting to unravel. So I think it was because he thought he's a little overhyped, he's a little tight, and he's not ready to play. He's not in game shape, just for the record.
Magic said they got room for 2 max players next year.
Well, these guys better play better if they want to get 2. Especially your guy.
Oh, we're going to
They better play a lot better if they want to.
He's a rookie. We had high expectations
for the record. See, this isn't the NFL where you only play 16. You actually play 82 games. So now there are 81 left. Believe it or not, 81 more games.
They win tonight. You believe they win tonight?
Yeah, I do.
How big is the window for a week for Skip to come off this playoff prediction?
Oh, please.
Skip, you
know
how
many months?
If they were in the East, maybe.
Yeah.
No way.
They're not making it.
No way.
Prisoners of moment.
No, I didn't think they were making it anyway.
Well,
the Lakers know they're not making it.
One thing is for sure, for everyone that thinks that he is entitled or spoiled or he hasn't had to work his way up, he's going to earn it this year because they are going to come after him. So he'll be introduced to the big boy NBA real quick. Chris, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.